ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between, everyone in between. Welcome to JV West Season 6, Round 8, the season finale. Who will promote to Challenger Virtual for a new a new 2 seasons of regulation changes. INR 9 points ahead of Matzer. They will be the main focus here. Let's run through upgrades first of all ahead of round 8. Here we go. We've got speed upgrades for Toad Racing Systems, HRT Lightning, and the Monkey Racing. The one for the Monkey Racing putting them back on top of the grid. Acceleration upgrades for Matsar, putting them second, and Low Honkers, as well as an acceleration and turbo for Compass, who are currently the third best car. INR get a quadruple turbo upgrade, which puts them fourth best in this fight between them and Matzer. Matzer have the advantage in terms of car performance, or so it would seem. But then, Drivers' Championship, there are in fact 5 drivers still mathematically able to win the title. Of course, Freseni in a lead with 74 points. He needs to finish on the podium outright to completely secure his title. Mr. Crunk in second with 63 needs to finish P4 or higher, and that also depends on Freseni's finishes. Yoa in third with 54 points, then Edvardito's in fourth with 52 points. That's the other Matzer and INR drivers, as well as Shaggins, after winning in Buenos Aires, now has 49 points, is also just about able to take that title if she wants to. They all need to at least win and potentially also take a fastest lap if they need to tie break Freseni. Also depends on Freseni not scoring any points at all or not a lot of points. Now onto the constructors then. We've got this 9-point gap between INR and Matzer. Low Honkers missing out on mathematical possibility to promote by just 1 point, or they would still technically be in the challenge, but they are leading this very close midfield, only 2 points ahead of Lightning, who are 3 points ahead of Scuderia Cremona, and a bit of a bigger buffer now, 13-point gap ahead of Electric Racing, who are only 3 points ahead of Compass, and another buffer 12 points ahead of the Monkey Racing and Aston Martin. Yes, the Monkey Racing, despite being the best car on the grid, only managed to improve their car to this point recently, and they had been all but out. They didn't have a lot of tokens left. They are only down in 8th. They will be hoping to get a really good result here in the tokenless race today to boost themselves up the ranking. They're beating Aston Martin on tiebreak, and Toad Racing 32 points behind them in last. I don't think it is a gap that they'll be able to bridge. So then, let's get into the qualifying. Here we go, lights out, and 3 minutes to set the fastest possible time you can. Of course, it is the finale, the tokenless finale. As you can tell by the X's, nobody is allowed to spend any tokens here in Interlagos. And that means it is often very speed heavy, and you can see there in the lead we've got Nems of the Monkey, we've got the INR cars who remain with the highest level of speed at 7, and you've got the 2 Matzers and also Smalls in this top 6. Then we've got Hank, we've got Enigma, in fact, we've got Aria Cremona, Jiruni, Odd Koopa's up here, and it is Jiruni who's on provisional pole in this first lap. The first lap often unrepresentative, as the drivers who start further up get more time to accelerate through the start line. So here around the circuit for a second time we'll see the proper provisional pole person who we should be watching out for, and Nems is going quick across this line. Will it be Nems? No, Edwardito Smalls, who has sub 34, is up in provisional pole. It's a 1-3 for the monkey, with Edwardito splitting them. Yoa in 4th currently, Freseni down in 7th, Mr. Crunk down in 9th. The monkey racing have a big chance here to medal in the title fight, as they have just as fast a car as the two teams fighting for that top spot, for that promotion. And now across the track again for second time, Edwardito's onto provisional pole. What a time, 33.85 he manages. Mr. Crunk running down in 11th at the current moment. Not looking good. The INR cars really feeling the pace here. The Matzers have dropped back behind Enigma, about to drop back fully behind Odd Koopa, and the SCR's hot on their trail. This doesn't look like the track for them. Edwardito's won't improve. Freseni does improve up to 4th. It is Enigma is up to 3rd currently. Mr. Crunk down in 13th, down in 14th as Vinci improves up to 10th. Will Mr. Crunk be granted a respite here at the end? Yoa is at least still up in 6th, but Mr. Crunk is trailing quite a bit. Nearly a full second behind. Freseni across the line, won't improve. Will have another lap ran. And Mr. Crunk improves only up to 13th. Well, 35.57. Edwardito's still on provisional pole, but is Freseni currently leading the pack here. Will he be able to beat his teammate to the pole position? Got Smalls not too far behind as well. Freseni crossing the lines, 32, 33, 34. No, he will not improve. No, none of the top drivers will improve. Mr. Crunk improves to 35.47. That's not enough. He'll still start only from 13th, and Edwardito's takes pole position. Here's the starting grid then. We've got Edwardito starting from pole position. Smalls starts from the front row. Enigma, incredible qualifying from him. He's starting up in 3rd. His teammate not even in the top 10. Freseni starts from 4th. Nems from 5th. Yoa from 6th. Jiruni from 7th. Minecat for Toad Racing Systems starts all the way up in 8th. That's an incredible qualifying result. Odd Koopa starts from 9th. Ari Cremona from 10th. Is Vinci starting from 11th. Shaggins from 12th. Mr. Crunk, the prime contender for the title against Freseni, starts only from 13th. Hank from 14th. Texman the first, 15th. Ellie 16th. Botty 17th. Not that guy 18th. Todd Speed 19th. And Cloud starts from last position. That is your grid for Interlagos, 27 laps ahead. Will Mr. Crunk be able to turn around his luck, or will it be Yoa having to face the incredibly strong INR cars? This is their circuit. They have the speed, they have the power, the engine power to dominate around the circuit. What about the monkey racing? What will they be able to do? Let's find out. It's time for the Brazilian J-Prix finale. Here we go, and it's a wet start here, which might help Matzer. It definitely won't be helping INR too much. They've got a pretty low grip, but Edwardito's is off to a fast start. Freseni up to 2nd already. That is insane. Yoa is up to 3rd. Got Mr. Crunk, I believe, in 12th. Mr. Crunk at the back of the pack here. Texman the first. Vinci are the drivers he has to fight. Yoa is up into 2nd. He's trying his best. Smalls up to third, Freseni drops to fourth, Nems holding down fifth. We got the two Low Honkers cars, Shaggins great start, Odd Koopa also from 9th to 6th, Hank from 14th I believe it was, somewhere down there up to 9th, and Mr. Crunk is on the cusp of the points already. It is an insane start to the race. So many just position changes. Yoa finds the back of Edwarditos, who gets the grass. Yoa is into the lead of the race after lap 2. Mr. Kronk up into 9th position, but Edwarditos and Freseni remain on the podium. The Monkey Racing drivers is just on the back of Freseni here. Hank Buxley is up to 6th. Shaggins and Enigma currently a buffer between him and Mr. Crunk. Yoa the fastest lap. Mr. Crunk on the inside of Shaggins up into 8th. Has to go swerve wide there to avoid Enigma, and is left battling Shaggins once more for 8th position and loses that. Shaggins goes wide there. Mr. Crunk up into 8th. Yoa continues to lead the race. Freseni is fighting off pressure from the two The Monkey Racing cars. Mr. Crunk is chasing down Hank. He sees Enigma. He sees Nems and Smalls in the sights. Odd Koopa up into 9th. Shaggins has fallen down to 11. It's all over the place here in Interlagos. Anything can change at just a coin flip. That is crazy. Enigma is up into 5th. Smalls forced into the grass. Forced again. Hank up to 6th. Mr. Crunk still in 8th, but he's really right behind Smalls now, and they're into the pits of the wet tires. Some drivers staying out. That's Edwarditos currently in the lead of the race, still not pitted. Nems, Enigma, Hank all stayed out. Yoa, of course, has exited the pits. He's on the hard tires now. Mr. Crunk also picked the hard tires. Freseni onto the medium tires. It is a 9-point gap that INR have, a 9-point buffer to help them get that promotion. Edwarditos now into the pits. We'll have to see how much time he and the other drivers who stayed out on those wets will lose. Yoa is already all the way away in the lead of the race by the time Edwarditos is exiting. Freseni still in 3rd. No, Nems exits out ahead of him, just about. Freseni in 4th, Smalls in 5th, Enigma in 6th, Mr. Crunk in 7th. Are the hard tires the right choice for Matzer, or will they struggle as a result of picking them? Mr. Crunk looking to chase down Enigma for the 6th position. It's been an incredible comeback from him after a disappointing qualifying, and he's not looking to stop now. Avoids a mistake on that final turn, and on the outside of Enigma, he's up into 6th place. That is now 33 points for Matsar and 34 points for INR. Mr. Crunk really needs to get up and fighting for that podium position if he can, because both INRs locking out the podium spots will not help Matsar any bit. And the Monkey Racing drivers just lagging tad behind. Smalls not really finding the pace on those soft tires. You can see there Freseni the fastest lap of 34.77 on those mediums, compared to Smalls 35.83 on the softs and a 36.27 from Nems on the mediums. Not great lap times from the Monkey drivers, but they are still looking at some solid points haul. Mr. Crunk has got both Low Honkers drivers and mediums behind him, but he's speeding away. Yoa has got the INR drivers stepping on his toes. Edwarditos is so close behind. And we're gonna have a rain. We're gonna have some light rain here. Looks like Freseni profited off that. He picked faster, less durable tire, and he'll be able to see it through. Thanks to the rain coming in early, he won't have to struggle with the tire wear. And it's gonna be Cloud soon. What will that mean for Yoa, Freseni, Edward Tito stay out, Nems and Smalls stay out, Mr. Crunk stays out. That is incredible. The entire back 10 pitted, but not the front 10. It's just separated the two backs. And so everyone who was outside of the points not looking very likely to re-enter those points now. Yoa is pulling away from the INRs in these lower grip conditions. The mats are really outshines the INR car. Smalls, huge mistake. What happened to them there? Very deep grass on the inside, and he's found himself just ahead of Mr. Crunk. Enigma looks for a move there as Mr. Crunk makes a mistake. Enigma on the outside. Sorry, Mr. Crunk down to P7 as Enigma overtakes, then back up to P6 as Smalls enters the pits. And he's back up to P5 ahead of Enigma. He goes. He's got to chase down. Next up is Nems. He's 3 seconds behind. The gaps have really increased now. Even Yoa is gapping Edwarditos and Freseni, who are driving quite close together here. Stuck with the lapped traffic of Minecat. Freseni ahead of Edwarditos now into second place as a result of a mistake Edwarditos made while dealing with lapped traffic. And he's staying ahead of Yoa, running in the lead of the race. He's ran in the lead of the race since lap 2 even, I believe, except for when he pitted for wet weather tires and Edwarditos stayed out for an extra lap. That was the only time, I believe, where Yoa was not running in the lead of the race. Mr. Crunk has closed down the gap to about 2 seconds, not much closing, but Nems is on mediums that are starting to deteriorate now. Nems himself actually closing down on Edwarditos. Freseni has overtaken Yoa for the lead of the race. Yoa with a counter move here as Freseni makes a mistake, swerves too much. Yoa has to back out of that move, not that guy, unlaps himself. Yoa is losing momentum to Freseni's got Edwarditos behind as well. Nems not too far behind them, just Toad Racing System drivers separate them, and Edwarditos is ahead of Yoa. Now Yoa all the way down into third. Mr. Crunk is just not looking to catch up to Nems at the current moment, but it is 1 and 2 INR at the current moment. That is the best possible scenario for INR and the worst possible scenario for Matzer. Yoa looking to strike back at the Reditos there, fails to do so, but is still not too far behind the two INR drivers. Freseni makes a mistake. Edwarditos uses it to his advantage, fighting for that lead. Yoa behind him as well. Yoa and Freseni into the pits. Not sure if Yoa was forced to go into the pits there. Edwarditos stays out for an extra lap. Nems is in as well. Mr. Crunk is in as well, which makes me think it wasn't a forced pit for Yoa. Yoa is out onto the soft, so is Mr. Crunk, so is Nems. Freseni has decided to go out on medium tires, but you will still have to pit one more time before the end. I think Yoa and Mr. Crunk are probably looking for a double soft strategy here. Not sure about Freseni. Maybe he's not sure about that grip. He's going for a medium soft potentially. I don't think he would be extending the mediums for so long. Yoa is up in second. Edwarditos stays out for another lap again. Slowed down by the lapped traffic, by the lapped car of not that guy, however, and he loses a lot of time. Nems overtakes Freseni for the podium position. Mr. Crunk running in fifth, 2.3 seconds behind Freseni at the current moment. Can he bridge that gap? He has tied his best lap. He's tied the fastest lap that Freseni set of 34.77. He's definitely looking to have that pace. Yoa already a second behind Edwarditos as the latter has to bet. That overcut did not work out at all. He's been severely undercut. He's got everyone exiting out ahead of him, and he picks the softs. He doesn't even go for the hards. He's all the way down to fifth. That is terrible for him. Just bad strategy there. Mr. Crunk on the inside of Freseni, looking for an early move, unable to push through onto it. Vinci separating him, and Vinci hits the grass, slows down Mr. Crunk. Mr. Crunk the boost, closes back up to Freseni. Freseni's boost, not doing much. Now he's pulling away on that finish straight. It's a very important fight. We're gonna have a rain, light rain incoming. Great news for Yoa. Great news for Mr. Crunk, who's under a second behind Freseni. However, he's actually losing down to Freseni. Edvarditos behind him, closing down under a second. Looking for a move on the outside. Can he find one? No, he doesn't find a gap to go through. And Mr. Crunk remains up in 4th place as the rain goes in. Will they enter the pits? Edvarditos looking around the outside, deploys the boost into the pits. They both go. Edvarditos ahead of Mr. Crunk, and it's gonna be heavy rain, and Yoa has pitted for wets as is probably recommended. All of the top 5 in for pits. It's the INRs, the Matsers, and the Nems all fighting for glory here. Yoa in the lead of the race, 25. Look at Mr. Crunk's top lap, 34.42. That's the new fastest lap. And the second fastest lap is Yoa with 34.55. Matsers really showed some soft pace before this rain came in, and hopefully they'll be showing some pace on the wets here if they want to catch up to the INRs, the definite favourites for now. But let's take a look. That is 25 points from Yoa, 10 points for Mr. Crunk, and an extra point. That's 36 points. And for Zenny right now, as he fights Nems for second. Oh, really tough fight there between Nems and Freseni. But he's up into second, and Edvarditos is down in 4th. That is 30 points. So Matzer are only gaining 6 points on them at the moment. That is not enough. They need Nems to get up in the second, or they need Mr. Crunk to get ahead of Edvarditos. No, that would only get them 2 extra points, so that would not be enough. Nems now fighting for Zenny for second, fighting for the monkey racing, but also inadvertently he will be able to decide the constructor's title if he's able to overtake Freseni here. 6 laps until the end. If the rain goes away, everyone, and I mean everyone, will be paying for the soft tires, and it'll be a drag race until the end. Nems, is he closing down on Freseni again? Yes, he is. Getting closer and closer, and on the inside he goes, and there he goes. Into second. Freseni with counter move. Oh, nearly squeezes his way through, but he touches just a bit of grass, and he's down into 3rd place, and the rain is going to continue. Not great news for anyone with low grip here. Let's take a look at the statistics of the cars. We've got 6 grip on the monkey racing car, 6 on the Matzer, only 3 on the INR, so that would imply the INR having the most issue out of the 3 when it comes to wet weather running, and that might be true. Nems has already managed a gap of 1.3 seconds after overtaking Freseni, and Mr. Crunk is ahead of Edvarditos now as well. Everything is going Matcher style for them to steal this trophy in this final round, in the final laps. After such a great qualifying performance from INR and a great start from them as well. Is it decided we still have 4 laps left to run for Zenny, and the Edvarditos still able to regain their positions. They've got their competitors in their sights, but it's the wet weather running that's not really helping them at all. I believe there was an announcement just now heading back to light rain, but that's not enough. They need dry weather conditions, and if they can get those, if they can get softs before the end of the race, then they might be able to pull off something really special. And the clouds are coming in, but that will take a little bit for the track to fully dry out, and we've only got 3 laps left to run as Yoa crosses the line, still comfortably in the lead of the race. Nems chasing him down, he's in second, and that might also end up a very heavy loss of points for Yoa, for Matzer. To drop from 25 to 18 would be very heavy. That's 25 that Yoa has right now, 12 from Mr. Kronk and 1 from the fastest lap, is a total of 38 against Freseni in third and Edward Tito's in 10. That's 25. So that is a total of 13 points gained by Matzer, so they can't afford to lose more than an extra 4, and it's a 7-point gap from first to second. So yeah, it cannot lose that race victory. Not to Nems, not to Freseni. Edward Tito's is back in front of Mr. Kronk for 4th. However, I think that's 27 to 36. That is just enough. That is actually not enough. That would tie Matzer with INR, and INR would definitely win on countback as they have more race victories. So they are not in a good position right now at all. They would need an extra point. Mr. Kronk really on the back of Edvarditos here. It's the final lap of the race. Yoa across the line will give them 25 points. Well, Freseni across the line in third will lose them 15. What we'll see happen here at the end. Mr. Kronk is losing Edvarditos. That is not great at all. Yoa about to cross the line. Mr. Kronk has completely lost Edvarditos. Yoa wins the Brazilian J-Prix. Freseni in third. That's 10 points gained. But then Edvarditos ahead of Mr. Kronk. And let me just see us here. 25 for Yoa and 10 for Mr. Kronk and 1 for fastest lap. That is 36 points. However, for Zeni 15, Edvarditos 12, that is 27 points, 27 to 36. That is 9 points Matcher have gained, and they tied INR. But it's not enough. INR with 4 race victories this season compared to Matzer's 2 win on countback. I'm not sure if this is the first time ever, but INR have secured promotion to Challenger Virtual on countback despite Yoa's victory, despite Mr. Kronk's best attempts at comeback. Edvarditos and Freseni held on just enough to take the title. And Freseni, of course, finishing on the podium outright, takes the driver's title as well. Congratulations are in order for INR. And of course, let's hear the Finnish national anthem for both the driver's champion Freseni and the team. Of course, heartbreak once more for Mr. Kronk as Matzer once again, despite dominant displays, just weren't able to secure that promotion. And now Season 7 on the horizon. Well, in 6 weeks' time, after an extended break this time around, they will have to start from square one alongside with whatever team is relegated into JV West, of course, being the only team that will get more roles than them in the preseason upgrades. But let's take a look at the rest of the Drivers' Championship and Constructors' Championship results. I'll put them up right now. Alright, here for the Drivers' Championship, first of all we've got, of course, for Zeni, the Drivers' Champion, Yoa finishes in second, Mr. Crunk third, Edward Tito's, Shaggins, Smalls 4 positions up into 7th, Hank 2 positions up into 8th, Jeruni 9th, Enigma 10th, and Nems goes up 5 positions to 13th. Amazing rookie seasons for Zenny. Technically rookie season. He did debut last season in the tokenless finale, and in his first fully fledged season, he up and wins both titles. That is incredible from him. He also, of course, had to take over INR about slightly longer than halfway into the season, and he's managed it well. Shaggins also incredible rookie season, first race win and up in 5th in a completely brand new outfit. The Low Honkers squad had to start with barely anything, and they got up to both drivers in the top 10. So incredible stuff from them. Hank also great rookie season, 8th is not a bad finish at all. Who else? I believe Vinci was a rookie this season, 11th. Nems also rookie, 13th. Both great results. Nems getting that 2nd place today in the tokenless finale. Texman the 1st, 14th. And I believe Minecat, last but not least, was the final rookie. Unfortunately, only down in 19th, but given the state of the Toad racing car, he did beat his teammate. So it is not the worst season in the world. Constructors INR on countback. That is incredible. I'm not sure a title has ever been won, or at least a constructor's ever won on countback before, but those race wins really ended up mattering for them against Matzer. 153 points for both of them. Little Honkers just managed to secure 3rd with 6 points from Enigma. HRT Lightning secure 4th. SCR hold on to 5th just about, with the Monkey Racing jumping up to 6 at least. With their car they deserved a higher position, but who knows what luck will bring to all of these teams in the preseason upgrades. Compass finish in 7th on countback. They beat Electric Racing, finish in 8th. Aston Martin finish 9th, and Toad Racing in 10th. Both of them unable to score any points. And just to finish off race results here today, Enigma was 7th, of course. Top 6 dominated by the Monkey Racing, INR and Matsar. And then we've got Hank finishing in 8th for HRT Lightning, and Compass double points 9th and 10th for Odd Koopa and Texman the 1st. Of course, the top 10 were heavily separated from the bottom 10 after the bottom 10 all pitted for a fake rain and top 10 didn't, but it's Shaggins 11th, Eric Ramona 12th, Cloud 13th, Journey 14th, Not That Guy 15th, Botty 16th, Toadspeed 17th, Ali 18th, Minecat 19th, and Vinci finishing in last. Congratulations to Yoa for winning the Brazilian J-Prix, and to him and Mr. Crunk for giving us such an exciting title fight as they tried to challenge INR for that promotion spot. And congratulations to INR for an incredible dominant season. For Zenny and Roditos outdid themselves 3rd and 4th in this finale as well. The Monkey as well 2nd and 6th. It's been an incredible season, incredible teams, all 10 of them. I've had something to talk about. And we'll see you all next time for JV West Season 7. See you then.